Hey everybody, it's the Rowdy Dog. Yeah. Oh! Okay, I've had a long sabbatical. Had some health issues with my wife. Still kind of going through those things, but I got to start back on my exercise and get out here and start getting some meaningful walks in. I've taken short walks, but I tell you what, one thing I can tell you for sure is your body seizes up if you don't move. Man, I've been sitting around on my ass and not moving, and it's got me stove up. My hips are stove up, and not good. I know one thing, when I move, I feel so much better. My day goes better. I have more energy. So that's it, man. It's such a beautiful day here. We've had storms, tornadoes in the area. It's just been nuts. I posted up some vids of these crazy clouds that were overhead. It was just an awesome sight to see. It was the day before the storm came in. And you could tell those clouds just told the story that, man, it was about to get wicked, and it did. God, it got wicked. Wind-blown rain actually blew in under my soffits and blew rain into the house. Crazy. We had tornado sirens going off. We thought we were going to have to get in our shelter, but we got lucky. It hit just east of us, so tore up a little town east of us, so it's a little bit disconcerting. But this is tornado season here in Oklahoma for sure. Pretty crazy. Anyway, beautiful day, unseasonably cool. It's like 66 degrees here in May. That don't happen here in May. We all know what that means. It's global warming, right? Anyway, there's no wind here today. It's like just a light breeze. It's so awesome. Normally we've been having these high winds. It's just been cranking. Anyway, I'm taking you guys with me for a walk. I'm just gonna breathe in the fresh air. Feel that sunshine on my face. I'm gonna stand there and take some breaths. Just let that stress just flow right out of me. Yeah, that feels good. You guys do that too, man. When you get out on a walk, get some stretches in. There's a little park up here, pretty close to where I'm going. I use the picnic tables, and I'll do some stretching and some exercises, you know, some elevated push-ups, some sit-ups, you know, some leg lifts, things like that. Just do some isometrics. There's beds up in here where you can do isometrics. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Tell you what, it's amazing. As you get older, the more you sit around on your butt and don't do anything, the more you're gonna seize up. My back, I haven't had any issues with my back because I've been, you know, getting the weight off and walking every day. And walking is really good for your back, for your low back. Exercises your erector muscles in your low back and your what do you call those? Your glutes. Exercises your glute muscles, which helps support your back along with your erectors. It's also good if you hold your stomach in while you're walking. Kind of tuck your stomach in. Tilt your hips a little further, a little forward. Keep your hips tucked in. And that engages your core, your abdominal muscles, to help strengthen that entire core area as you're walking. Really good for you. Really good for you guys. It's about noon here, I guess. About almost 1 o'clock. But I couldn't take it anymore. My wife is doing a little better, but I'm so stressed out and have been stressed out for a month and a half. So it's time. Been eating like a dumbass and really just let my diet go to hell. And that's what we do, man. We get stressed out, takes us off our routines. But I'm telling you something, if you recognize it quickly and jump back in quickly, you know, fail quickly and jump back into your routine on your diet and exercise routine so you don't get too far gone. That's the trick. There are situations in life where things are just going to happen to take you off your game. And you just got to learn how to deal with it and move on and get back in the saddle, turn lemons into lemonade, whatever you have, you know. So important that we do that. I'm not going to go that way because there's a guy mowing his lawn and that will interrupt our video, and I don't want it to. I'm not going for a long walk. This is my first walk after being out for a while. That's the thing, you got to remember, you don't want to hurt yourself. If you're first starting out, start slow. Just start slow. Just go out for a walk around the block. All right, just go for a walk around the block. I want you guys to post up in here. If you're following me, and I have several people that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. You guys are in my Facebook group. You kind of know what I've been going through. I've been posting about it, but I'm back in it, man. I'm back in it to win it. I've gained about 10 pounds over these last month and a half, and I'm back up over 230 now. I was getting into 200, getting down close to 200, and then I just kept getting pushed back. COVID took me down pretty hard, and then I worked my way back from that. Got back into the 200 teens, back around 215 to 218, right in there. And then my wife started having her issues, and now I'm back up like 232. So ridiculous. I've got to have a good stretch here. I need a good stretch of no problems, no issues, no things to deal with, you know, that take me off of my game. No travel, you know. And I could actually figure out ways to do it, but I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to deal with it. I would just rather eat what I wanted and kind of do a comfort thing, you know. When I eat, I ate my favorite foods because it was something that helped to relieve the stress. That's such a terrible habit to get into. Don't get me wrong, I love the food I eat when I'm on my proper diet. It makes me feel better, I have more energy. But sometimes a hand-breaded chicken fried steak and some good old mashed potatoes is just what the body needs, or the brain needs, to settle the stress down and help you to, I don't know, just deal with the stress of a situation. And that's a terrible habit to get into. And I know that, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And, anyway, this is my first day back on my walks. I'll get back to the doghouse. Oh! And I'll hit some weights. I'll do a light circuit, high rep light circuit, total body. One time, take it real easy, lightweight, probably 20-pound dumbbell, just to get myself started, get moving again. I can tell my back is already feeling a little better. Funny, I'm just walking and getting out of breath. You get out of shape a whole lot quicker than you get in shape, I can tell you that. Crazy how that works. I work so hard to get this weight off and get back to, 200 pounds. And I was well on my way, and then COVID just knocked my butt right down in the dirt. Been having breathing issues ever since. But not exercising, not working through it, certainly don't help. So here I am, back in the saddle, getting it going. Gonna do the deal. I'm on the track. Hope you guys are too. You guys need to be too. Don't let yourself get stove up. What's that saying? Guy Bill said, and he told me to use this motto. Oh yeah, Russ up or rust out. I thought that was cool. Russ up or rust out. In other words, do what I'm doing. Get out and walk. Do some exercise. Do some isometrics. Do some body weight exercise. You don't have to have weights. You can use your own body to get an excellent workout. Stretch. You get some stretching in. Stretch your hamstrings, your quads, your back, your shoulders. Everything needs to be stretched so your muscles stay pliable and usable for as long as possible. That's another thing that happens. If we don't move, we become sedentary. You are prone to injury. You're more prone to injury because you're sedentary, because when you do get up and move, your muscles are tight and you're more apt to pull a muscle or hurt yourself. So start slow, build up, and make it happen. Just make it happen. And you just have to start. That's the whole key. The whole key is to just make yourself start. And it's funny how even no matter how far out of shape you are, just starting, just getting up and moving, you have this feeling of accomplishment, and you almost start feeling better immediately. Your body starts to awaken. You get your blood flowing. It actually helps your brain will start working better because you're getting that blood flowing through your entire body. It will help curb your appetite too. So anyway, I'll tell you something else. There's my rookie mistake. My daggum hand got my vid. You guys see this sky? Look how pretty it is out today. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Not a cloud in the sky. Little sliver of moon up there. But anyway, I am going to tell you a little story what happened today. Actually, it was yesterday. I picked my little girl up from school. I feel good, man. It feels good. Get out and move. My back is already feeling better. My hips too. Both my hips are starting to seize up. Anyway, I went to school to pick my little girl up yesterday from school. And she says, Daddy, look what Cece gave me. And it's her little friend. It's her best friend at school, Cece. And I think she's a little Korean girl, or she's Asian. Anyway, really nice little kid. And she said, look what Cece gave me. And I said, oh, what, honey? And she gave me some money. I said, oh, what, did she give you $1? What'd she get? I thought it was going to be like some Monopoly money or something. And I said, let me see it. And she pulls it out and says, no, you can't have it. I said, well, I'm not going to take it. I just want to see it, honey. And she handed me a $100 bill. A freaking $100 bill. I said, what? That's got to be fake. I pulled over and I checked it out. It's got the, the holographic strip in it. It's got the watermark in it. It's a real $100 bill. Her little friend, mind you, she's in 3rd grade. I said, well, honey, you can't accept that. She obviously don't understand the concept of how much money that is. She, well, I was sad. We both were drawing and we got in trouble and for drawing when we were supposed to be doing something else. And it made me sad and I cried. And to make me feel better, she gave me this money. I said, honey, that's such a wonderful gesture, but she can't give you $100. And I said, I need you to let me have that. You can keep it tonight, but we've got to take it back to the school. And I guess this was 2 days ago. Anyway, I picked her up. I told her that you're going to get Cece to give you her parents' number. And I want you to put that money in a safe place because we are not spending that money. You can't have that money. And that's not proper. So Anyway, the next day, that morning, I told her, you be sure and get Cece's parents' phone number for me, because I want to call them and talk to them about this, because I guarantee they don't know what she's done. It was nice and all, but it's just not proper. So anyway, I picked her up the next day, and we were in the office area while I go in to pick her up, and she was upset. Something happened with her tennis shoes or something. She got her shoelaces, I don't know, she tripped on her shoelace, hurt herself. She was crying a little bit, and I gave her a hug. We were standing there, and the counselor came out, and I told her about the money, and she said, oh my goodness, you know, she was kind of taken aback by it. I said, is there any way I could get her phone number? And oh, there's my mower dude pulling in. But anyway, I said, well, I'd like to call them and let them know and get this money back to them. She says, well, let me talk to Cece, and I'll call her parents and we'll figure it out. Well, she did, and the parents were, of course, didn't know she had done that. Apparently her grandfather had given her this money to buy herself something, because he was leaving to go back to New York. He was just here visiting, and he was going to give her that money to buy herself a present from him, right? Well, instead of doing that, she gave it to my little girl. And you know, that was real sweet to help Addison feel better, because she was upset. She was crying. And so as we went on there, the counselor called me the next day, or actually this morning, and said, hey, everything's fine. I talked to the parents. You're right. They didn't know. Cece was telling the truth about her grandfather giving her the money, and he went back to where he came from. He was just here for a visit. He knew Cece was upset and gave her that so she could go buy her something nice, a present. And little girl gave it to Addison. It was a really sweet gesture, but could have been anything, you know, a little note or a hug or something, you know, $100. So anyway, I took the money back to the school and put a nice little note in it to the parents and to Cece, to the parents, that they had raised a beautiful, sensitive young girl, caring little girl, and they should be very proud of her for being so giving to her friend who was upset, and that they should be very proud of her raising a little girl like that. So anyway, it was whoa, there's a spider in my little keypad thing. Anyway, I'm going back in. I've been out about 20 minutes, and you guys have come along with me. Does it seem like 20 minutes? Didn't to me. I've got 18. By the time I get back, it'll be 20 minutes. Look at here, man. Everything is greening up. Everything is so pretty and green. I love this time of year. Just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And my dogs are not out, so I can just leave the gate shut itself. It's on automatic. I think it's 1 minute timer. It'll shut itself here in a minute. Anyway, one thing, I have landscapers that cut my house and do all the weed eating, and they catch all the grass that's, you know, I think it's 50 feet from the house. They go all the way around the house and blow and weed eat and capture all the grass clippings. But I have a big John Deere that I use to mow the rest of the yard, the bulk of the yard. And that looks like I'm gonna have to jump on that sometime this weekend and get this yard cut. We've been having these crazy storms, so I hadn't been able to because it's too wet, but looks like I'll be able to now. Whew. Anyway, all right, guys. I'm back. We're gonna hit 20 minutes here in just a few seconds, but I want you guys to realize that every day is a one of a kind. Don't take it for granted. Have a gratitude for every day you're allowed on this earth, and know that they are all a gift. And Each breath you take is a gift. You're never getting any one of them back. So enjoy your day, guys. It's a blessing, okay? I'm going to. All right, guys. God bless. Y'all have a good day.